So let's say someone rich goes like, "Oh, money didn't make me happy," right? And then someone in the comments will be like, "Yeah, this is easy for you to say because you have money." But then still is these same people who are actually in the positions that we want to be in, telling us like, this is not going to make you happy. So like, how do we set, let's say, a realistic goal for ourselves, or like an actual like meaningful goal to kind of chase? Because let's say someone's an artist, a music artist, right? They want all the accolades. They want the shows. They want the touring.
I don't even want to start with becoming a musician, but that's a story that's a conversation for another day. But like, if you, okay, let's go back. What was your other example? Sorry, what the other example you said? It was a very good example.
It was, a rich man says money didn't make him happy.
And then the guy in the comment section was basically saying, well, it's easy for you to say because you're already rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the whole aspect of that is that that rich man is probably lying to you on some type of level. Like, okay, it is easy for him to say, and I understand where the rich man is coming from to a certain extent, because like I said, the money will not necessarily fulfill you. The money is really just a tool of being able to do what you want to do in life. Like, you can't become whatever. Like, let's say you can't build your dream business without having the money to fund it, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes people build a business and they end up hating it, even though it generates income for themselves, but they end up hating it. But that's because they have... No, I'm going on another tangent.
No,
I'm going on tangents here. But it's like it's a very deep conversation, like, because you have to just understand the perspective of the rich man, because he has put so much time and effort into something and it still does not fulfill him, and he's come to a point where he's realized this, and he's just there sitting with this lack of fulfillment. Yeah, really. And obviously the person who is not in that position, who he would never understand, because he sees the rich man, oh, you have the ability to do this, that. Yeah, obviously he does. He's worked very hard for it, but you need to understand, just because you have all this money does not mean that it guarantees you happiness. You know? And that's what a lot of people who are in that potential low position need to understand, that money does not guarantee happiness. It certainly does not. I know plenty of wealthy people who don't always seem the most happy at times, you know? And it's not a bad thing. It's just some people also, we have this brain, we have this tool, we have this mind of ours that we were never given the instruction manuals on how to use it. So it's like it's learning about how to use your mind. And I feel like 95% of society does not know how to do that, because we never learned. In school, we always taught things that are outside of ourselves and never inside. Okay, we both went to Ish. They had mindfulness. They have some breathing technique, but that was like, what is that? You know, how much of an influence did that really have on us? Most of us thought it was a joke, more of like all seriousness.
Not true.
But in reality, like, if you genuinely do dive into those type of areas, meditation, stuff like that, because I meditate, you'll discover a certain side of you that you'll be very thankful you did, because it will once again put you on a new path, put you on a destination that steers you towards success, I believe.
You know, I have a love-hate relationship with meditation. So like, I fully believe in it, love it when I can be consistent with it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in the morning when I get up, try to meditate, meditating is even the first thing that comes to my mind. Right. And it's like, you can only really like delve into something once you like really commit to it.
Yeah.
Right. So like, there's the example with meditation where it's like, we all have this stereotypical view of what we think meditation is.
Yeah.
Right. You say meditation, you just think and see and suddenly you're supposed to feel lighter, happier, or greater than you were before.
Yeah.
But that's that's not the process. Like you try to meditate, let's say you try a guided meditation, you're sitting there in silence, listening to whatever phone thing that you're using.
Yeah.
But your mind is racing.
Yeah.
Mind is going left, right, center. Oh, did I do my homework? Oh, I still have an email I need to respond to.
Yeah.
So it's like just your brain not quite being ready to have this meditation session.
I feel I was exactly like that too, trust me. I mean, wow, it is difficult to just make your mind just shut up. You know, I mean, that is really, really difficult, especially if you're a very busy person. I mean,
Yeah.
and I feel that it's just really the more you practice it and the more you just genuinely want to also have your mind on mute, you know. I think having that type of intention is very important. I think meditation is also a lot about what is your intention for this? Why are you about to go meditate? What is the purpose of you meditating right now? And for me, it's like I like to go into my meditation so that I can keep my mind shut down in the morning, which allows me to feel better for the rest of the day. That's really what I go into my meditations are just to set my day off in a good way. Because after my meditation session, I feel absolutely amazing. I feel happy, and I feel like breath work is a very important tool to use as well. And it's amazing once you really unlock a certain level of I don't know, something. Yeah.
I love that you say that. You hear that? Breath work is the thing. The reason I'm looking that way is because me and Marie will get into discussions. I'll say just breathe. Right? Maybe saying just breathe in a moment where you're having a discussion isn't the best way to communicate that you should take a breath.
Yeah.
But what I've learned for myself is that like whenever anything scary or exciting or anything is happening, as long as I can control my breathing, I'll be okay. Take like 5 to 6 like good deep breaths and like you can kind of calm whatever thoughts or things that are going on in your mind.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do you think, or why do you say that breath work is important as well?
I like that you asked me that question because I was just about to
give
some game.
Yeah.
So basically, breath work is very important because I don't know if you know this, but if you take someone who's depressed, you look at someone who's depressed has a completely different breathing pattern, completely different physiology than someone who is very happy, victorious, standing very confident. People who are depressed have a very slow breathing pattern. They have a very closed off physiology, and because of that, they start feeling certain feelings that associate with that physiology, which is why the quickest way to get someone out of depression, which is also what I'm going to mention about a client of mine, which happened. It was a female. I'm not going to give her name, obviously, but
I get you.
She came to me with depression, and she wanted obviously my help. And I told her, before we even start, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and look at yourself the way your physiology is.
Yeah. So like your posture,
everything.
Yeah.
And her posture was very, very closed off. I could see immediately, I understand why you're so depressed.
Yeah.
Because you have continuously been positioning yourself in this physiology, which has certain feelings associated with it. So what I did is, I did a little exercise with her. I told her to stand in a certain position, which is called a victory pose, which is where you have your hands like in a victorious pose, right? And you smile.
Yeah.
And we did that for 2 minutes, right? And I told her, try feel bad now.
Yeah.
You know, I told her, try feel bad now. And she was just bursting out in laughter because she couldn't understand, wow, this is so weird.
Yeah.
Just changing the way my body is can have such a big impact, you know? And I feel that is often what, you know, stops people from being able to break out of their shell. It's just they don't understand that. Look at the way you're sitting. Look at the way you're positioning your body. It's just, you really need to become very self-aware to be able to break out of that shell. It's just, and it's very small things and people just don't realize them. It goes past the unconscious mind and we unconsciously make decisions that are destroying ourselves really in a way. Yeah. To put it very direct, but yeah, it's like that.